Greetings and welcome to a brand new survival series. Now, my main goal of this series is to just make a bunch of cool and interesting stuff. Maybe some crazy farms, and definitely some really cool builds. Now, as you probably saw from the video title, the video is called A Good Foundation. But what is a good foundation in Minecraft? Well, in my opinion, it's really good tools and a reliable food source. Now, good tools just make everything easier. We have all tried to make something with bad tools, and it's just not very fun. And then a reliable food source, because I don't really want to go around eating 24/7, and I definitely want the ability to run. So the plan for this video is to tackle the first of those two. So the things we need to do for that is we need to go and mine and get some basic gear. Then we need to make a villager breeder so we can start a trading hall. And then, last but not least, we need an Enderman farm so we can get EXP to enchant. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go chop some wood. Alright, now that we have gotten wood, it's time to get on to the Stone Age. Now that we have acquired some stone, it's time to get some more copper and then gear up to go mining. Alright, now that we're all kitted up, let's go mining. Alright, that was quite a mining sesh. Let's take a look at what we got. Alright. I say we got quite a decent amount. Now, let's make a diamond pickaxe. And there we go. A diamond pickaxe. Now that the first goal of today's episode is complete, time to move on to the second. And for that we need to find a village. So, let's get exploring. But before we went out, I just made some better armor. Yeah, now we're starting to get somewhere. Now, let's go look for a village. There's a lava pool here. This will be useful when I make the nether portal. Oh! Here we have a village. Yeah. Wow, this is really close to spawn, actually. That's quite lucky. Anyway, now we need to gather materials for the villager breeder. Alright, now that we have all the resources for the farm, it's time to build the thing. Now, while building this thing, I just thought I'd mention the original creator of the farm. This farm is made by More Things, and I'm gonna link it in the description. Get in there, you! Oh, no! Yup. And there. Now the farm is complete. I still haven't added the extraction part yet. I'm gonna wait until the farm actually starts working before I do that. But yeah, farm completed. So now the second thing for today's video is complete. Now there's only one thing left to do. Now we need to make the Enderman farm. So first, let's get some obsidian to make a nether portal. Alright, let's go! Nice, now we have enough obsidian to make a portal. So, let's build the thing. Now let's light the portal. Hopefully we spawn in a good biome. I don't want to see the basalt deltas when I go through this portal. Yeah. That's a ghast. Oh! I like seeing I looked at an Enderman. Yeah, good to see that it's not a basalt delta. Alright, time to go find the fortress. The fortress should be right over there. So, let's build a bridge. Should be right behind this basalt delta. Sweet, and there it is. Alright, time to get some blaze rods. Oh, number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Oh, number 9. And there we have number 10. Sweet, now I have all the blaze rods I need. I built this sort of blaze rod farm kinda to get the blaze rods, and yeah, it worked like a charm. Anyway, now it's time to get the ender pearls. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Number 11. Now that we have all the pearls and all the blaze rods, we can go back and make the Eyes of Ender. We have all the Eyes of Ender now, so let's throw the first pearl. First pearl. Oh. That way. West. Oh. I got to keep my pearl. Let's go. Let's throw our second eye. Oh. Bit further. What? Oh. Now we're going down. Time to dig for the stronghold. Oh. Now, if my intuition is correct, I do believe that's the stronghold. Oh. Oh, and... yeah. Oh, I found the library. That's a really good book. Jesus. Finally. Oh, 3 eyes. That's quite lucky. Anyway, let's build a portal. Oh, first we light the nether portal. There we are, looking pretty. Looking rather pretty. But now, let's light the end portal. Are we ready? Yeah. Alright, it's time to kill the dragon. Let's go. Oh. Alright, let's get rid of these pillars. That's one. That's two. That's three. That's four. Yup. Oh. Yup. Oh shit. Yeah. What? Only one? Alright, let's wait for the next one. Oh, twice? Why do you get up so early? Come on. Come on. Yes! Oh. Man, I swear that's the longest dragon fight I've ever had. That shit, that probably took like 20 minutes. Well, anyway, dragon's dead. Well, now that the dragon's dead, we can continue with what we were supposed to do for this video. So the next thing we're gonna do is build an Enderman farm. So let's go back and gather the resources we need for that. Alright, now that we have collected all the necessary materials, it's time to build the farm. Alright, let the time-lapse begin. Now the farm you see me building here is a farm made by Big Booty 17. It's one of the Enderman cramming farms. Now usually I would make Ilmango's farm, but I decided to try this design instead. And it's a pretty good farm. I will link the video to the farm in the description. Alright, now that the farm is built, time to test it. Great, the farm works great. I'm gonna add an endermite to this farm so I don't have to look at the endermen to attract them. But to do that I'm gonna need a name tag. So, let's go fishing for one. Alright, time to do a fishing montage. Yeah, and there we have it. Completely forgot I also need an anvil. So we're gonna have to go mining for some iron. Now, I'm back mining from iron, and while mining I just thought, I don't want to mine for an anvil, so I'd rather just make a small iron farm, so that I can continuously make iron. So, anyway, I have all the resources to make one. I'm just missing a couple of things. Also, I have to show you guys something pretty crazy that I found around my base. If we come just up here, then we can see there's a dungeon right here. Right here. That's actually insane. Well, I guess I'll have no problem getting zombies for the iron farm. I guess I'll build the iron farm up here. let's get the last things we need and then start making the farm. That was quick, but now we need to get the zombie in here. And since it's day, I'm just gonna give him a helmet. Let's see if a zombie is willing to join my little adventure. Yup. First I gotta get rid of your buddy. I only have space for one zombie this farm right now. Oh. Yeah, you can take your buddy with you. That's one way of doing it, I guess. Wait. Zombie secured. Let's get to building the rest of the farm. Alright, back from the time lapse again. It's time to get some villagers in this thing. I just put up a temporary rail system to get the villagers into the iron farm. Now that the villagers are in the farm, it's time to build the rest. Nice, now the iron farm is complete. The iron farm is a design by Wattles, and I'm gonna link it in the description if any of you are curious. Now we can make an anvil so we can rename our Endermite. Alright, now I'm back in the end. I decided to just skip the whole part where I got the Endermite because it just took so long. I'll probably use like 1.5 hours to do it. So yeah, let's just skip to the clip where I got it. Finally! Sweet. Endermite in. Now let's build a little enchanting setup. Alright, with the enchanting setup done, it's time to enchant some tools. Now I'm also going to go back and get mending from one of the villagers. Alright, now we're back at the villager farm. I just built up a really simple villager trader. So we have one villager with mending and then 2 who trade carrots. As you can see, I just put up a small carrot farm to make some emeralds. Now from the enchanting setup to the mending villagers, I'd say I got some pretty decent enchants on the tools. I mean, it's nothing too fancy, but it's a good start. Anyway, I think I'll cut off the video there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.